Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. Thank you for watching my last video, and to those of you who dropped the comments, told me one or two things, who liked the video and also helped to spread the word by pressing the share button to help me share my videos to their friends. I love you guys. You are the best. So I'm close to 200 subscribers. Just about a month ago I was just 100 plus, and now I'm close to 200 subscribers. As at this morning when I checked it, it was 191. 9 more subscribers and I'm 200, and I'm moving to 300, 400, 500. I love you guys. Let's keep it coming. Thank you. So today I'm going to be sharing a very interesting story. So if you love Amiibo, sit down and enjoy. This is kind of a personal thing that happened to me 16 years ago, to be precise, and it's not anything I wish on anybody because it brings a lot of trauma to you. But thank God I've been able to overcome it, and that's why I can come here and come and gist you guys about what happened to me 16 years ago. So 16 years ago, let me just put it straightforward like this. I was almost sexually harassed. There was an attempt of sexual harassment on me. As if it was not enough. It was not by a girl, it was by a guy. You can imagine it, right? So I used to be in secondary school. I used to be in junior secondary school in JSS2 back in Edo State, in this popular school called St. John's Boys Model Secondary School. So St. John's Boys Model Secondary School used to be an all-boys school, and it used to be a boarding house. For those of you who went to boarding house, you know homosexual used to be like a thing, you know. So we'll be there first term, second term, third term. You will not see anybody except on visiting days when mommy and daddy will come and visit you. Any other day you're in your hostel, from hostel to class, have your dinner and go back to your hostel and sleep. So that was basically our lives. Only Sundays that we had a chance to get out of school to go to church. And we go together and we come back, even though sometimes I used to escape those days. God have mercy on me. But basically it was a boarding house, and in Nigeria you guys have an idea of how a boarding system runs. So I spent 3 years in that school, and this story is one of the reasons why I did not complete my secondary school education in that particular school. I even left the state because it was that bad. I was in JS2 to be precise, and I had this sexual assault on me. Let me call it sexual assault, call it sexual harassment on me by a senior colleague. And the school I went to, as a junior, you must fear and respect every senior, because if you don't, they will beat the hell out of you. Even when they are done with you, if you go and report, it's over for you, because they can't expect any senior for beating a junior. So just know that you will chop more king, even if they beat that senior. It will not only beat you, some will go for that and eat your provision, they will eat your food. So as a junior, we used to suffer a lot of harassment, physically, sexually. I used to hear, but I never experienced it. So there was this senior, may his gentle soul rest in perfect peace, because right now he's dead. Man, I can imagine myself trying to talk about this about 10 years ago. It wasn't easy, but now, thank God I'm over it. So this is how the gist goes anyway. There was this senior, very smart guy, brilliant. All his colleagues used to come and meet him for explanation of the academic work. Like, they used to respect him, his colleagues. Now talk more of junior like me, you know, like we'll be fearing him, gone. So, and he can beat. If we want to be wicked, he'll be very wicked. So for a couple of weeks we used to stay very close in our hostels. My room was close to his own room. There was just one room in between my room and his room. So for a couple of weeks I noticed that he used to call junior students to come and spend the night in his hostel, but I never thought or imagined what would be going on. But I just felt like, why will he call junior students to come and sleep in his hostel? Like, why? No matter how many times I asked why to myself, I never thought about an answer. Until my tongue can't reach. Baba called me. He said, come and spend the night in my room. Okay. What will you do? You will take your mattress and you go to the senior's room. Who born you to say no? You will just die. You cannot say no. Carry your bed and go. And that's what I did. I did not disobey. I did not even argue. I just took my mattress and went to his room. And when I got to his room, he gave me a treat, which is very, very unusual. The kind of treat he gave me was like if school father, school son treat. They will sew cornflakes for you. They will even give you golden more. If you are lucky enough, they will even boil indomie for you. That kind of treat. I ate these things just in one night. Then he now gave me his phone to play game again. And using mobile phones back then in my school was prohibited. I'm talking about 16 years ago. So if you had a mobile phone, you were a big boy. In fact, we don't call phones. We call, if you had a phone that had a camera, we call it machine. You understand? That was how big a deal it was back then. But still on the gist, I went to Baba's room. I laid my mattress on the floor. And it was around 11 p.m. after eating cornflakes, eating biscuits, cookies, drinking golden more. It was time, and playing game. It was time to crash. It was time to sleep. Okay, so he slept on his bed. His bed was close to the ground, but not on the ground. It was a lower bunk, and mine was on the bare floor. So I slept off. I think I slept off before him. He was still pressing his phone. I slept off with an innocent mind, innocent boy like me. It's even what happened. I just know say people they can't sleep before, and in the morning they wake up, they come alive back to the room. So I know say I no go die. I just knew that I would not die. So I slept, and moreover, after eating all those things, I could not even think about anything. I slept around 11 p.m. Then when it was getting to around 1 p.m., like 2 hours later, I noticed that Baba joined me on the floor. Who am I to ask? Baba, why are you here? Am I mad? Hey, me junior. Hey, they will beat. I just respected myself. I use my cover clothes very well. And I don't know, usually in boarding house, we used to be used to this act of sleeping naked sometimes, wearing only your panties or your boxers. But somehow that night, I don't know, the Holy Spirit said, Polomoso, wear your trousers. And I put on my pyjama trousers and went to his room to sleep. And I used my cover clothes to wrap myself. Okay, it was 1 p.m. and he joined me on the floor. So a few minutes after 1, I noticed some movement behind me. So I slept backing him and he slept facing my back. So you understand the kind of position I'm trying to paint here right now, bah? Man, that experience was mad. I don't wish it on anybody, please. But just enjoy this sweet story. Enjoy the sweet story. So he laid behind me and I backed him. And all of a sudden, I started feeling some movement behind me. His waist region was moving close to my waist region. Like, For the first 2-3 minutes, I did not understand what the hell was going on. I did not understand. Oh my God. So for the first 2 to 3 minutes, I did not understand what was going on. But immediately I could feel him making repeated attempts to like touch me. I felt uncomfortable all of a sudden. So I kept making it very difficult for him. I kept changing position. But I never faced him. Because I was scared. I didn't know if he would just be looking at me like this. And he had this scary face. Me. I shall do my deal. I did change position. Baba was also changing position with me. What is happening? This continued for like 35 minutes or more. This was almost 2 o'clock now. That's like 2 now, and he kept trying. Then he noticed that I was making it very difficult for him. Then he tried using his hand on me, and he discovered that my wrapper was all over me. My pajamas was there. And that one did not even last. He tried like 2 or 3 times trying to use his hands on me. He could not even gain any access, so he took his hands off and he tried using his waist again. This time I made it more difficult. I really can't explain what I was doing, but in a space of 6 seconds, I would change positions for like 16 times. bah, 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 bah. Because my mind was racing really fast. I had not experienced anything like that before, not even with a woman, and this was a guy. Oh my God. I had not even understood the concept of rape then. I think all my life till that time, I was still a very young teenager in JSS2. I never read or even heard stories or even seen a movie of rape. So this was difficult for me to understand, but something in me felt so uncomfortable and I would not let it. So we continued this motion for the next almost 45 minutes until Baba gave up. And when he gave up, he slept on that mattress with me until daybreak. As long as he was there, even if he had gone back to his bed, I would not sleep till daybreak. I did not sleep. My heart was racing. What is this? What if I sleep off? What if he gets his way? What if he does what he wanted to do? And my God, I could not sleep. He slept off. I could hear him snore, but I did not sleep off. Usually wake up time used to be around 7 or 6:30. I woke up 5. I took my mattress, opened the door, went out. And normally I shouldn't have done that because he could decide to punish me. He had not asked me to go and I just left. These are the rules of boarding house, yeah? But I left. But when I was leaving, I told him, Senior Lagbaja, good morning, I'm going. He heard me, but he did not reply me. And I just left. I didn't care. I just left. And when I got back to my room, there were 2 other guys that come from my room, 2 other juniors that come to my room to sleep in his room. They were awake already, and they just kept looking at me. Until I was looking at them. They were looking at me. I was looking at them. In their head, something happened. Probably that was because something happened with them. I don't know. Or maybe they also overcome it, like powered him or scaled through like I did. But I was just happy that he did not have his way. Because I couldn't explain it at that time. But fast forward, that was I spent 1 more year in that school, and life was becoming a bit more difficult because this senior was becoming more wicked to me. Any small thing where I do like this, I don't do bad. He go beat me, I go sleep under a bed, he go chop my conflicts. Wait till I do you. Because I don't give you. Give you call. I moved after 1 year. I moved out of that school and out of that state. I relocated to where my family was. I started a new life in a new school, even though it came with a cost, but I was happy. And a few years after that, I never told this to anybody because something that I not personally even understand. And how will I even explain to somebody? So I took my time. I used to be a church guy, so I prayed a lot then. Until when I was close to this was 5 years after, maybe around 1920. I now started reading books. I started getting more exposure on that kind of topic, sexual harassment, and especially when it was coming from a same-sex person. So I learned that I had to find someone I trust to a very, very reasonable level and begin to open up to this kind of person. So funny enough, for a long time, I only trusted myself. I didn't trust anybody until I met someone, and it was a lady. It took me a lot, but I just had to man up and open up to her. And thank God, she did not judge me. She did not condemn me. She lifted my spirit by every word she said. And that, it gave me a boost. I overcome it 6/10. The remaining 4%, I did a lot of personal training. I had to take it off my mind. I did not allow it to disturb me. I began to see everybody as the same, and nobody was like a sexual object to anybody or anything. I made sure that I did not harbor this kind of thought in my head, like, what would it feel like? What would have happened? I did not give chance to that one, so that the devil will not go and be telling me, try it now, try it. Rape, no match, God forbid. Respect to every sexuality here. That's not my point here. That's not my point, but I'm just trying to share my story of how I overcame sexual harassment well over half a decade. Like, basically what I did was I kept it to myself for a very long time, but that was not actually the final cure to it. That was not like a panacea to it. I found someone I trusted and I spoke to that person. Find someone I trusted. That's very, very important. And if you're a church guy like me, I also prayed and God helped me. I came out from it. Like I said, now this senior is late. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. He used to be like an ignore because I said he was brilliant. Not only his colleagues used to go to him to solve their problems, even junior colleagues, academic problems, he used to help us. So it even made it more difficult for me to even understand why would this person that I look up to, try to make this kind of attempt on me. Now I look myself, I was even bony. I was so bony. So what thing they even attract you to me, I did not know. I told, after overcoming this, like I'm here now, I'm talking about it freely. So many of my friends know about this. I've told so many people. People that I trust anyway. And one of them told me that, you don't know that this kind of people, they're attracted to tall people. And if you know me very well, you know I'm tall. I say, waiting happen, tall people. It was kind of a myth that I forced myself never to believe, because I'm going to remain tall for the rest of my life. So I don't want to believe that at all. But basically, it gave me some kind of trauma for a couple of years. Yes, it gave me some kind of trauma. Even up till now, to some certain level, I don't really get so how will I put this now? I don't enjoy bodily contact with same sex. No, it's not one of my thing like that. Probably only with my brothers and a few friends. But if I don't know you, if I don't trust you, and you think we can just roll like that, pour hands over me, nah. I've overcome it, but of course I've not forgotten about it, and maybe that's the sting that has left on me. But the most important thing is that I have a clean. In fact, I've forgiven the guy. He's off my mind. He's off my mind. If you have ever gone through anything like this, maybe you could try what works for me. Pray and talk to someone you trust. Maybe if you need to go to the person and ask the person why, if that's what works for you, fine. But I wouldn't suggest that personally. Okay, from my experience, I prayed about it and I talked to someone that I trusted. But this story, almost as I just come here and I be like, say it's easy, it's sweet. It was not too. It was not too. But thank God, right now I'm over it. And like I said, respect to every sexuality. This is not about sex, about your sex kind, no. This is just my story. Anyways, I hope I have done small tatafo for you today and you've known a little bit more about Paul Umoso. It's raining, and in case you are hearing some kind of shish noise in this video, I'm sorry, it's the rain. I hope you enjoyed my story. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I don't know how I can shout it louder. Let me try and increase my voice. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Like this video, drop a comment, and if you've experienced something like this as well, you can share in my comment section. Now, try to talk to you, and we could see how we could help each other and be of value to each other. So just you come out from that situation. If you're still in that kind of situation, you're still in the trap of that mental, kind of trauma. You understand? Drop a comment, let me know what's up. Like this video and share with your friends as well, please. Okay, let's spread the word, let's get more subscribers, let's grow the family and make the gang bigger. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Paul Umoso once again. Till I come your way next time, subscribe.